Hi everybody, this is Dee from Dee's Creative Hands. Well, I taped a video yesterday showing you a bunch of stuff, and I said if I found something to talk about today that I would come back on here because tomorrow's my live at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So anyways, I found a whole bunch of stuff bunch of stuff came in the mail today. You're not even going to believe all this. Anyways, the Ogo Bandit has struck again. I'm not kidding. 5 more Ogos today. 5 more. This one, same stats as all the others. 100% acrylic, 481 yards. This one is called Bluestone Frost, and I got 4 of those, and then I got 1 of this Rose Frost that I only got 3 of in the other box. So now I've got 4 of 5 different ones. I wish the person would please tell me who is sending this. I've asked everybody. It's driving me nuts, you guys. Anyways, okay, so that came. Once again, I have no idea where it came from. So now I have 20 Ogos, Halo, Colorama Halos, and 10 Ferris wheels. And nobody is telling me who sent them to me. I mean, this is so cool, but I'd really like to be able to thank the person. So someone please tell me. It's driving me nuts. Okay. All right. So that's out of the way. So if somebody knows, please put it in the comments. Okay. Next thing is I got some Happy Meal from my friend Abigail. And I'll read the card. It says, Dear Dee, here's a little something to let you know I'm thinking of you, girlfriend. XOXO, Abigail. Well, look what I got. How cool is this? This is the North Pole Yarn Company by Lion Brand Sparkle. And I got 2 in red, 2 in green, and 2 in gray. And look at these big sequins that are on them. They're like teardrops. Isn't that cool? I think I'm going to make stockings out of it. I don't know. That's the first thing that came to my mind when I seen this. But isn't it pretty? Do you see those great big... You know me and Sparkle, man. I just love it. So thank you so much, Abigail. You spoil me, girl. I don't even know what to say. So that came at the same time the last Ogo. But I asked her, and she said, no, it wasn't her. So, and my other lady that sends me stuff, sends me a lot of stuff is Sherry Knowles, and I asked her, and she said, no, it wasn't her either. So I'm at a loss. I have no idea. I know it's not Crystal or Grandma because Crystal's been really sick, which, by the way, she's feeling a lot better. I talked to her this evening, and the new medicine they gave her is working, and she's starting to feel a lot better. So thank God for that. And just a little, I think she put a video out today. She told me she did. I've been so busy I didn't have a chance to look. Okay, also I got my, what is it called? Good Darn Yarn? Darn Good Yarn. I always say that backwards. Darn Good Yarn subscription. And I told you guys, I get this every month, and I collect them. I love Darn Good Yarn's yarn. But it's so doggone expensive. But for 13 bucks, I think I pay. I get this one. I know that's a lot for this little bitty cake, but isn't it pretty? And it's made out of sari silk, and it's called Autumn Jubilee. And let's see if I can tell you. They're real. They put people to work that ladies to work, and they plant a tree and all kinds of stuff. So it's just kind of neat. And I thought I'd share it with you guys. what did I say it was called? Autumn Jubilee. It is a fine 2, let's see how many yards, 185 yards, 100% recycled silk, 50 grams. So isn't that pretty? I think it's very pretty. Anyways, I collect these, so, you know, I like to have them, even though I know I'm paying way too much. Nobody's come up with any yarn subscriptions for me. I'm looking for a good one. I want to stop getting my knit crate for a while and switch up. I already get Annie's and Mary Maxim. I get the Good Darn Yarn. Or Darn Good Yarn. Darn Good Yarn. Darn Good Yarn. And that's it. So, and knit crate. And I want to not get knit crate anymore. So, if anybody has any suggestions, it doesn't have to be fancy yarn. Like I said, I get Annie's Knit and Crochet Club, and I get Mary Maxim's Knit and Crochet Club. So, and I really enjoy those. So, you know, if you guys have any ideas, let me know. You know, or I don't know, anything that that you have coming, a kit you have coming that you like. Just put in the, put it in the comments below. I'd like to get an idea of what to go for next. Okay, I have another Mercari box. This is my last one. I got a couple books coming, but this is my last one. Okay, this one cost me $34 and free shipping. Okay. I showed you the one big one I got, and then what else? Oh, those kits, make frost and the princesses and all those guys. And I got that for $34, but that was with the shipping. It ended up being $34, coincidence. But anyways, this one I got for $34, free shipping. Wait till you see what I got. Okay. All right. I got this spool. It is definitely wool. It's black. There's quite a bit on here, as you can see from and it's a fine, which, I like the fine yarn, so that's okay with me. I got this one. It's huge, and it's kind of different. I'm not really sure what this is, but it has can I get any closer without spilling my soda? It's got a little bit of a bumpy texture. I'm not really quite sure what this is, but it's really cool. And the label, they have labels inside of cones, and it's really faded and I can't read it. So I'm not sure what this one is, but it's very cool. That would make like a nice summer sweater or whatever. And I got this orange one. This one definitely has some wool in it. It feels like the black one. It almost feels like wool and silk because it's got the wool fill, but it's shiny and real soft. I don't know. I can't really explain it. But this is in like a peach or a coral, light coral color. Love this one. I got two white ones. This one is probably a 1 or a 2 weight. This feels like cotton to me. Oh, wait, it's got something in here. Oh, no. Wow, that's weird. It's from Jagger. Hold on, let me look. Oh, Jagger Brothers Incorporated. 100% wool, natural waxed. This is waxed wool. How interesting is that? Huh. Okay. Then I got this one. Now this one is really thin, like thread thin. So I'm going to say 0 weight, but it doesn't have any distinguishing marks on it. But this one kind of feels like wool too, so I'm not really sure. Then I got some oddballs. I got this bumpy yellow. This is definitely wool. The black, I think it's kind of similar to the one on the spool. I got this one, which feels like alpaca or something along those lines. And it is definitely a 4. There's no label or anything, but that's okay. I don't care. This one is definitely cotton, and this is a thick. This is like a 4 weight. But you know me and cotton. I love it. This one, I've seen this yarn before, but I don't know what it is. I think it's a Premier yarn. I don't know. If you guys know what this is, let me know. And this one feels wool as well. And it's a baby blue. Definitely a 4. Teetering on a 3. Then I got burgundy thread. This is just your Aunt Linda's Classic 10. Which you know I like that. Then this feels like bamboo. And it's a real nice shade of sage green. Okay, look at this one. Pink sparkle. Tons of sparkle on this. Has nothing in there. This is a 2. And look at the sparkle. I hope you guys can see that. This is so sparkly. Thrilled about that. Wouldn't that look good with this paired together? You know, if you can't work with thinner yarns, all you have to do is put another yarn with it and make it thicker. You know, I like to do matchy-matchy, but you can always, you know, use a different color or, you know, a shade or a tone difference or whatever. But I thought those two would go together nice to make like a summer sweater or whatever. Okay, and then there was a little bit left here. And look what else I got sent to me. All of these crochet hooks were in the bag. There must be 30 of them in there. No joke. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. There's 24 hooks in there. A pair of Clover knitting needles. 3 Susan bait hooks. A brand new box of Susan bait stitch markers. And a latch hook. All of this for $34. Free shipping. Is that amazing or what? I mean, I don't know if you guys have ever shopped cones, but these are 50, 60 bucks by themselves. I mean, I was thrilled. When I seen the picture, I didn't notice the crochet hooks, but then when I looked back, it did have all the, you know, I'm going to put everything in here that I can put it away. But it had all of the crochet hooks and all that in the last picture. That's something I wanted to bring up about Mercari. If you guys decide to go shopping at Mercari, I've been shopping on Mercari for years. It's in the description box if you want to go check it out. It's the same kind of thing like Marketplace where you have to say yarn, yarn kits, yarn lot, craft lots, you know, all that kind of stuff. It's the same thing like that. The other thing is if you think the price is too high or you want to get a couple bucks taken off, you can send the seller your offer. And they can either decline it or counter offer it or whatever. So you can kind of play with prices. Also, the other thing about Mercari is, say somebody's got, like this lady had this yarn, right? First thing I did after she accepted my, you know, it wasn't a bid, accepted my offer, is I went and checked out to see what else she had. Because if she had any more, I would buy it and she would combine the shipping. So always, if you find something that you really like, always go and check what else that person is selling. Because a lot of times they'll bundle it up and say, I'll just give it all to you for X amount of money. That's how I ended up with, you know, the $100 haul of all that very expensive yarn. The granddaughter was selling it for her grandma. That's how I ended up with that. That was like 4 different listings that they had. And I think they were like $30, $35, and each one of the, had shipping on it and all that. And I made her an offer, and I said, I want this, 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 and this. Would you take $100 for it? And she said yes. So those are my tips for Mercari. Something else about Mercari is you'll see a picture, and this is honestly how I find my good deals on Mercari. Is I'll see a picture, and a lot of times the picture ain't real good and you're not sure what it is. I'll click on it, and usually it'll have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pictures, and flip through it. And here it says, like this, $34, and it just showed a couple cones or whatever. And then I flipped through all the pictures, and there was more cones and all that extra stuff and all the hooks and all that stuff, and it was all for that $34. So that's my other tip for Mercari. When you look at something, check through all the pictures, and always check the crappy pictures. I know it sounds funny, but not everybody knows how to be a photographer, okay? And so sometimes I'll have really blurry pictures or whatever, and you don't even look at it. Well, a lot of times I'll click on those, and the next picture's fine, or the next one, or the next one. And you find out this great big huge lot of stuff that you can get for $30. Okay, so that's my Mercari tips. I just wanted to, I got that Mercari box in today, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to sit down and explain to you guys about Mercari and how I work the system. You know me, I'm always looking for them deals. But anyways, that's what you do. You go and check out the seller. You click on their name or whatever, and it'll take you to everything that they have for sale. Oh, and also, too, when it comes up with all their stuff, make sure you hit for sale. There's a button there that says sold, blah, blah, blah. If you don't hit for sale, you're going to see all their sold stuff and just everything, and you don't want that. You just want what they got for sale. So hit that button that says for sale. Make sure you look through the blurry pictures. Make sure you look through all the pictures. You'd be really surprised at what you can come up with for really cheap. So that's my little tip about Mercari. I've shared my tips about Marketplace and all that. Mercari, those are my tips for Mercari. Okay, 2 more things I want to show you. Let me see. Oh yeah. I got my crochet, defining crochet, celebrating 20 years. Got that magazine today. Look at this boho vest on the back. I am going to make that. Isn't it pretty? Now, I know not everybody likes fringe, but I do. So, you can make it with or without fringe. And there's, gift ideas and all that in here. But I'm just going to take you right to the patterns. This is what they have patterns on in this month's. There's a lot of really cute stuff in here. Now, personally, I would have done this more colorful, more eye-catching, with the pictures that they did here. But there's some really nice patterns. So, yeah. So I got my crochet magazine. And there's always other stuff in there. Like, this is really pretty. I like this. This is pretty. Isn't that pretty? I think that's like a Ruana. Yeah, it's a Ruana. But isn't it pretty? I mean, there's some really nice stuff. And that's why I get these magazines. If not, to follow the pattern exactly, to get inspiration. Okay. One more tip for today. Okay. I ball up my yarn. Whenever I'm going to use my yarn, I wind it into a cake. Now with that Michael stand that I did a review for you guys, my cakes just go right on there and zoom, zoom, zoom. I'm off and running. Like right now, I'm doing a mosaic skull bag, which is really cool. And, with mosaic, you're carrying your yarn. So, I am using 2 different colors of yarn on that Michael's stand that I got, the yarn stand. It's working out perfect. Couldn't ask for better. A lot easier than trying to keep the cakes from touching each other and everything from tangling and all that kind of stuff. Also, that stand's really good for scraptastic blankets or baskets or whatever. where you just take all your scraps and just, you know, keep going, and, you know, you'll carry like 4 strands of yarn at a time, and to make those scrap-tastic blankets, and they come out really warm, really heavy, really thick material, very nice blankets. I did a tour of some of my makes in my house, and in my spare room I have a scrap-tastic blanket on the bed, and it's very nice. It's a very nice blanket. You just take all your scraps, and I use my winder, but, you know, however you guys do it, and, you know, no rhyme or reason to the colors unless you want to, unless you have enough scraps and whatever. And one of your strands needs to be consecutive throughout. In other words, I used 1-pounders by Lion Brand 1-pounders in the color gray, and then the rest of it was my scrap yarn. When I come to the end of one, I'd tie another one on and just keep going. And that's how I made my scrap-tastic blanket, and it turned out really nice. So a couple tips there. Also, I went to the Dollar Tree. I forgot to show you guys a couple of things that I got, but this one in particular, because I wanted to give you a tip about it. At the Dollar Tree, they have, these are 18 snap clips. Now, these are the size you use for babies, okay? There's 18 of them on there for $1.25, right? Well, this is what I use them for. Do you see this? This is holding my ball from coming undone. This big yarn is notorious for coming undone, okay? This holds it together, easy peasy. Basically, all you do is, you know, you've got your cake. This is a black sparkle cake that I'm going to use. You got your cake. You take the end of it. You take one of these little, where's the end? There it is. Okay. Take one of these little barrettes, pop it open, put it right on there, snap it down, and your end does not come off. It doesn't matter. I can throw it in a basket, whatever. It doesn't come apart. So for $1.25, for 18 of these, this could make your life a whole lot easier. And I just thought I would share that with you too. So I guess that's about it for me. I do have my live tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hope to see y'all. Don't forget to give a thumbs up. And I love y'all so much. And if anybody has got any suggestions for a monthly kit, you know, yarn kit or whatever, put it down in the comment box. Mercari and all my information is down in the description box. And if anybody has got any idea where these halos are coming from, the Halo Bandit has sent me 20 of these total now. I need to know. It is driving me crazy. It's all I can think about. It's like, who would spend? That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. 20 I've received. 5 different colors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 different colors. 4 of each. There's 481 yards on one. So that's like 12, 13, 1,400 and something of each color. I just don't know what to say. And also, too, I'd like to know who it is so I could ask them, would it be all right if I use some in a giveaway? You know, I really need to know who it is. It's going to make me nuts. Anyways, guys, that's it for me. I just wanted to show you my magazine, the Darn Good Yarn, my little tip about the hair clips for your yarn. I wanted to show you what I got at Mercari. Remember my little tips on that, because you'll be amazed at what you can find. And talk about that Bandit. And found a spot for my big pumpkin sitting on my label basket, which I've started for next year's August 1st. Guess how many labels, guess how many yards. Gonna do it again next year. So that was kind of fun. I had fun with that. Another question for you. This is the last question before I go. I have a whole bunch of yarn. I asked this once before, but I'm going to ask again just to make sure. I was thinking about doing just, you know, a random giveaway, not on a live, not, you know, no specific reason, not a milestone, nothing. Just fill a box with this yarn. The reason I have so much yarn, when Mark bought that pickup truck full of yarn for me, that was the beginning of this. Okay, well, no, because I mean, I had, you know, like maybe 2 walls worth of yarn, and that was 25 garbage bags of yarn. Some of them have no labels. Some of them have been, you know, wound around again. Some of them, there might be a little bit missing. I don't know. Some of them have labels, but the labels are kind of, they're kind of ripped or crinkled or whatever. Anyways, I was thinking about having a, I'm going to call it something. I don't know. Just fill a big box with all this. I need to get rid of some more yarn. And I want to get rid of that so that I can start going through again and make room for my giveaway stuff, you know, my other stuff. So just let me know what you think about that. I mean, I can call it the oddball giveaway or something. You know, it's going to be, I mean, some of them, there's a lot of them. Some of them, there's 1, 2, you know. Some of them, there's 10, you know. I mean, there's just a lot of oddball yarn. And it's just taking up room, and I would rather have one of you all have it. So let me know what you think about that. And let's see, I guess that's it. And again, I love y'all, and I will see you tomorrow at 6. And if you have any questions about anything that I've talked about, just put them in the comments. I'm all caught up on comments, so I can talk to you guys again. Yay. All right, let's see if this clicker works. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night. Nope. Nope. Oh, come on. That's 4 times.